MythMakers Media presents Metra, a climate revolution with songs. By the Hartford.
A serial scripted audio podcast produced and mixed by Tom Mulvey. Starring Jeannette Bayardelle as a glove for a nose.
Cherrye J. Davis as Corey. Corinna Schulenburg as Sam.
And Fred Inkley as Tyler. Featuring Alia Munsch,
Rein.
Cristina Obando Sanchez as our wonderful tree nymph chorus. Yeah. Change the myth. Change the world.
Welcome, MythMakers. We three tree nymphs are here
to present to you episode 9
of the scripted serial audio podcast of
Metra, a climate revolution with songs.
The final episode of our story.
The crescendo, the climax.
Leading into the denouement and epilogue.
But every ending is a beginning.
Change the myth.
For the better.
Change the world.
For the better.
That would be wonderful.
And it's totally possible when
you two are here with me, no more fearful. Gotta be brave, no more fearful. Gotta be brave.
That was wonderful.
Oh, Tyler, forgot about you. Were you leaving or something?
Corey,
If you have something to say, just say it.
when the world was bowing before him,
What?
saying all hail and adoring him,
Tyler.
I knew they didn't know the man I knew, 'cause all I ever knew was fearful. For my sister, my mom, and me, never, ever not fearful. So I think now that I have my own family, well, protecting my wife and daughters from the world, maybe being so afraid has led me to make mistakes.
Tyler,
Yes, Corey?
you're a billionaire. Hire a therapist.
Right. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that I will be there tonight when the security systems come down, if you will have me, no matter what happens.
You might never see your wife again. Might never see your children again.
Then they'll know their father died doing the right thing.
Well, Corey, that's 2 billionaires.
2 is not enough. We need something more, something big, or we're all gonna get killed.
I wish I could still manifest my tree. If tonight is the night that I die, I would like to die next to my tree.
You could do that? Magically make your own tree?
All tree nymphs and tree spirits can. I'm feeling quite jealous of the other tree nymphs.
I thought you said they lost all their powers, too.
I lost all my powers because you changed my myth. The other tree nymphs lost all the powers I shared with them, but they still have their own magic. They can still make their own tree.
Why didn't you say that?
Tree nymph, tree spirit. I didn't think I needed to state the obvious.
Oh, of course. Obviously. Right. I have a plan.
in order to save what's left to save. We gotta be bold, we gotta be brave. In order to save what's left to save, we gotta be bold, we gotta be brave.
disabling.
What just happened? Just shut down. What do you mean it all shut down? Well, maybe you better figure it the fuck out.
You ready, Sam?
As ready as I'll ever be, staring down a line of men with guns.
Outsiders! Disperse immediately!
Any regrets?
On being here tonight with you? No regrets. How about you?
Disperse immediately! This is your last warning!
How can I regret anything? It all led to here. Let the story begin. Aggie, start us off.
What is that? Yeah. No, I see the little green thing. I just don't know what it is.
With the swing of an axe, a bleeding tree. Oh, the sin, the stain, the fall. Are we tied to the tracks of this catastrophe? Or can we rise? Can we rise above it all?
People of the bubbles, we come in peace.
Outsiders, disperse, or we will open fire!
Before you do, you should know that we have the implant detonators. Yeah, the ones that set off your heart implants.
What? Okay. Can somebody give me some elites up here right now? Right here. Great. Step up here, would you? Just for a second, I just need to ask you a real quick question. Is that true? Show me. If you still have your implant detonators, show me. Just do what we always tell you.
It's almost cocktail hour. Can't we just get this over?
Just shut up! Just shut up, all of you!
Getting a bit uppity.
So you don't have the implant detonators anymore, and they do. Okay. Soldiers, lower your weapons. Okay, outsider who seems to be the representative of this little gathering, please, fucking continue.
Listen to what we have to say. And at the end, if you want to join us to build a better future together, we will have the implants removed.
Well, that is a very nice thought, outsider, but there is no way to remove the implant without dying, and I don't want to die.
Tom?
Yeah, actually, that's not true. It's not true. Commander, it's me, Tom Mulpey. I designed the implants, as you know, and I'm very sorry about that. But I can tell you, the elites have been lying to you. The implants are very easily surgically removed with no harm to the patient.
Huh.
So you're going to be fine.
Huh.
Really, you're going to be fine.
Really? Okay. Mr. Mulpey, thank you for that bit of,
No problem.
information.
No problem.
Just, excuse me a second.
Sure.
Take your time.
Is that true? Have you all been lying to us all this time? Any of you elites want to speak up? Or maybe we should just shoot you instead of the outsiders.
Tyler.
That's not necessary, Commander. Tyler Gantz here, former Bubble elite. Soldiers, if you really want to hurt the Bubble elite, just take their wealth. Take their wealth and then use it for the common good. Because we aren't going to make it otherwise. It's all collapsing. And sooner or later, it's going to collapse on all of us. We have to stop drilling and burning today. And even if we do, it's still going to be bad. It's going to get worse for years to come before it gets better. The bubble elites are the ones most responsible. And now it's our responsibility to sacrifice, to share, and to try and muddle through together.
Thank you, Tyler. People of the bubbles, before the Great Migration from the coasts, this area was once known as Albany. And before that, long before that, originally it was the land of the Haudenosaunee, 5 tribes who signed a peace treaty under the great eastern white pine tree that became known as the Tree of Peace. So in honor of that, we invite you to join us today in peace, in the cool shade of this beautiful grove of trees.
Excuse me, outsider, but, what trees? I don't see any trees.
These trees.
What the fuck?
What happened next? Everybody knows what happened next.
Hey, that's a really good question. Your teachers tell you what happened, right?
Yeah.
But I was in the crowd that night, so maybe I can tell you the details that don't get taught here in class, huh? So, as soon as Corey said, this beautiful grove of trees, directly behind each of the 100 tree nymphs scattered out in the crowd, a giant tree appeared, instantly creating a beautiful, lush forest.
Shh, I want to hear what happens next.
The bubble people gasped. The security guards lowered their guns in shock.
Wow. Thank goodness.
Everything was so still, so quiet. And then Tyler's wife and children ran out, and they all laughed and hugged.
Yay! I could cry. Yuck.
Then some of the bubble people came out, and they walked up to the trees, and they touched them. At first, they were scared, but then they smiled and laughed, and then they sat under the trees. Then the security forces came out.
Oh no, what happened?
And handed their guns to the outsiders.
Yay!
Then a bunch of autoglides drove out the exits of the bubbles, and the elites were never heard from again.
Yay! Thank goodness. What happened to Sam?
Sam is interviewing all the tree nymphs and recording the myth systems that they exist in. Then she'll be interviewing the tribal elders and the faith keepers from the native tribes to record the ways that they connect to the land. I think she's having the time of her life.
What happened to Cherrye?
I think she's doing fine.
Where did she go?
Well, she didn't want this new community that was forming to be about her, right? The new story had to be about the community, not one person. So it was decided to have the Haudenosaunee Tribal Council be in charge of organizing the new community and setting up the first election.
Yay! What's Corey doing now?
From what I understand, she's lying low.
Oh no, what happened?
Undercover, while she's figuring out the next steps. There's plenty of other bubbles still scattered around the world, you know. Plenty of other bubbles that need popping.
Do you know Corey?
With time, I feel like I'm getting to know her better. We move forward.
Excuse me, Debbie. Can you give me an E?
Here's your E, Mr. Mulpey.
You
don't have to call him Mr. Mulpey.
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
And how are those drum charts, Diane? Those aren't my forte.
It's good enough, Tom.
Oh, good.
And it's a beautiful song you and Aglafinos wrote.
Oh.
Such a beautiful song.
Okay, I just want to say that I love your voice.
Oh.
Thank you, Debbie.
I just want to say that I love your voice. Okay, seems like everybody's ready.
You ready?
I think I'm ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2. Work for the night is coming. Work for the day to come. Then set aside the work you've been doing. Say with pride, my work is done. Tick tock goes the clock. Oh, how the time slips by. We stay a while, we laugh and talk. Comes a time to say goodbye. So work for the night is coming. Work for the day to come. Then set aside the work you've been doing. Say with pride, my work is done. I lay it all down here at your feet. Every talent and failing, success and defeat. I lay it all down from the worst to the best. I lay it all down as I take my rest and say thank you for the life I've been living. Thank you for the work I've been given to try to love better, learn to be kinder. Thank you for every reminder to work for the night is coming. Work for the day to come. And set aside the work you've been doing. Say with pride, my work is done. I lay it all down here at your feet. Every talent and failing, success and defeat. I lay it all down from the worst to the best. I lay it all down as I take my rest and say, whoa, I love it all so. It's all letting go. It's all letting go. Nice work there, Aggie.
Nice work there, Tom.
Which brings us to the end. Sort of.
Hit it, Max!
1, 2, 3.
We gotta be myth-making, earthquaking, system-shaking, wall-breaking, shape-shifter, climate resistor. Raise your fist here, everybody here, cheer. Yeah! So listen up, all you boys and girls. Change the myth, and you can change the world. So let the old story end, let a better story start. Let a big old better as we say in Tree Nymph.
Metra. A climate revolution with songs.
By the Hartfords.
Starring Jeannette, Bayardelle, Cherrye Davis, Corinna Schulenburg, and Fred Inkley. Featuring Alia, Munsch, Cristina, Obando, Sanchez, and Rein. Episode 9 features William Peden, Security Forces Commander, Galway, McCullough, and Jonathan Gregg as featured ensemble. Ezra Trumbull as Child 1, Mercena Schulenburg as Child 2, Theo Trumbull as Child 3. The students of Brooklyn Music School, with thanks to their teacher Sarah Elizabeth Grace, Kristen, Vaughan as Diane, Walker Schneckenberger as Debbie, Luke Wyngarden as Max, and Tom Maltby as Tom Maltby. Dialogue directed by Emily Hartford, singing sessions directed by Tom Maltby. Songs written by Aglafinos, Corey, Sam, and yours truly, Tom Maltby. Music and vocal arrangements, as well as sound editing and sound design by Tom Maltby. All audio produced and recorded and mixed by Tom Maltby at MythMakers Media Studios. Principal casting by McCullough Casting. Additional casting by MythMakers Media. Public Relations and Media Outreach by Tink Media. Visit our website, metrathemusical.com, for a detailed list of credits and thanks. Follow us on Instagram and Bluesky at Metra the Musical, all one word. Metra, A Climate Revolution with Songs, is a production of MythMakers Media. Copyright Ned and Emily Hartford, all rights reserved. Remember, change the myth, change the world. You grade A+, wondrous, motherfucking fabulous climate revolutionaries. So now you've heard the episode where that reference comes from, so it should all make sense. See you on the streets.